And away we go. My first time back in the extra time chair for quite a while. I intend to make the most of it. Shaka and Sid for company. Gentlemen, big Spanish theme to the questions today. Can't be any coincidence to that. Sid, will Real lose their second leg Champions League game fixture against Manchester City, or can a possible comeback happen? What do you think?
I mean, look, the most likely scenarios, I suppose, is given the lead that they have and the lead having won away from home as well, that Manchester City will feel that they're well placed to go through. But I think we have learned, haven't we, over the last 5 or 6 years, never to assume that Real Madrid won't progress in the Champions League. You know, when they won the Champions League 3 years in a row, in all 3 of those seasons, I mean, perhaps less so in the second of the 3, but in all 3 of those seasons, there were times all the way through where it felt like they were on edge. And somehow they always found a way. Somehow they always seemed to just get through it. Whether it was that they trusted that the moment would arrive, whether they got a little bit lucky at times, whether they defended really well, whether there was kind of a taste for the epic and the heroic, and they kind of enjoyed that sense that they were on edge. They always found a way. There's a couple of other reasons, I suppose, to say that this is still possible. One is that we were a very long way off. I mean, it feels like, because we're finishing these seasons quickly, it feels like we're right on it. But of course, we've got a while to go still before that happens. Then, of course, you have the if you like, the kind of Champions League mini tournament from the 12th of August, which is almost a month away still. Is it possible? It's absolutely possible that Real Madrid turn this round. Not least because this is Real Madrid and this is the Champions League. And in the Champions League, when Real Madrid are involved, strange things tend to happen.
They do, don't they? Shaka, are you putting any of your money on this, or any of Stevie Nicks' money?
I put some of Stevie Nicks' money on it. And if I were to put any money, it'd be on City. But to the question, of course, it's possible that Real Madrid turn this around. Coming off the break, they've won 7 on the spin, and you've seen City look fantastic, and at the same time, we've also seen them look a little bit mediocre. So who knows exactly where this one will go? But right now, I still think this is City's tie to lose. So if I'm putting Stevie's money on it, that's where I'm going.
Sid, Frank has 3 young players he wants you to run the rule over, and asks which has the better future out of these 3: Odegaard, Kubo, or Fati. What do you think?
Right, starting with if you like, the kind of the disclaimer that I'm going to throw in at the very start here, which is to say that Odegaard is a little bit older than the other 2, not by much, but a little bit over than that. He's 3 years older, I think, than Fati, and I think a year and a half, or maybe just about 2 years older than Kubo. I think Odegaard has been, if only because he's a reality already. You know, I think this season in Spain, you can genuinely make a case. I must say this actually, until the restart, and since the restart, he's struggled a bit for form, although he provided a couple of assists in the last game. I feel like he's been the outstanding player in Spain this season, perhaps with Benzema, Messi and Casemiro. I think he's been absolutely brilliant, and I think we've seen things from him that are really, really exciting. I think from Fati we've seen moments of excitement, but kind of moments where he hasn't either had opportunities or hasn't always reached that level. Part of the problem with him, of course, was that he was so brilliant from the very, very first game. Kubo, I think, has taken a little bit longer, which I actually think is a good thing. And I think bit by bit he's found his feet. I think Mallorca have been very patient with him. But to give you a one-word answer, rather than the very long-winded one, Odegaard.
Okay. Shaka, Barcelona's display yesterday has everyone all at Twitter. Are they back? Shika takes it one step further. Can this Barcelona, given how they played against Villarreal, pull a miracle, he calls it that, in the Champions League and actually win it?
Certainly, they have the tools to win it. Messi continues to astound. That hasn't changed. Most importantly, Luis Suarez, over the last couple of games, is starting to show the kind of form that we normally associate with Suarez. And as good a goal as it was from Griezmann yesterday, we are talking about Griezmann, who's seen more lows than highs since his arrival in Barcelona. Can Suarez and Messi continue in this form and pull it off? Yes, but that's asking a lot on the shoulders of Lionel Messi, and a consistency from Suarez that, as much as we've seen it over the last 2 games, we haven't seen it for quite some time.
Sid, to go from Barcelona possibly winning the Champions League to Anthony perhaps redressing the balance, asking which La Liga team is in a bigger mess, in your opinion, Barcelona or Valencia?
Cool. I was wondering who you were going to put up there as a candidate alongside Barcelona, because they're in such a mess. It was hard to imagine a team in as much of a mess as them. Yeah, Valencia are in a mess. So, by the way, our Espanyol, a club who are basically down now after 27 years in the top flight. Valencia are a mess. It feels like fixing Valencia is very difficult. But I guess the answer is still Barcelona, if only because Barcelona, the expectation levels are so much higher. And of course, everything we look at and everything we analyse, we always analyse it as kind of expectation against reality. Objectively, Valencia are in a worse condition. But Barcelona, of course, expect to be in so much better, in so much a better place than this. That said, I mean, to link this a little bit with the question that you asked Shaka a minute ago, Barcelona are 3 games away potentially from the Champions League. And I think the Champions League is a competition this year that could probably be won by any of the teams that get into that 3-game kind of mini tournament in Lisbon. And so I guess Barcelona are not a million miles away from redemption still.
It cannot, however, be won by Liverpool. To switch the question to them, Shaka, which is the better move for Liverpool, taking Coutinho back or signing Thiago?
I don't think you'd take Coutinho back. I just don't feel you revisit a player like Coutinho, as good as he was for you. I don't think he's replicated that form anywhere he's been, and just given the circumstances around his departure to Barcelona, which you totally understand. I just think as a club you don't go back there. Thiago at the same time has been simply outstanding for Bayern. If you had to go one of those two routes, easily Thiago.
Sid, do you see it the same way? There's 2 players with Barcelona connections.
Yeah, I do. I also to look at it from the point of view of what it is that Liverpool want. I think the attraction of Thiago is the awareness that next season teams will play differently against Liverpool. That they're much more likely. Let's simplify this. It's oversimple, but let's simplify it. Liverpool are much more likely to come across park buses next season, and I think what they want therefore is a midfielder that plays from a little bit deeper than Coutinho does, who can find that 1 or 2 or 3 passes a game that opens a really, really tight defence. And I think that's why they're going for a player who gives them a different type of quality to the other midfielders. Now, obviously, Coutinho gives that a little bit, but he performs better in the position of one of the front 3. That